or a tightness, or a dull pain. Just focus in on whatever it is, wherever it is. If it's isolated to a particular location, then notice what that feels like. Imagine that you're going to describe it to someone else. And then take a moment to see what it looks like. See your body as though looking at it through an X-ray or an MRI. You can see all the bones and the muscles, the organs. But tune in to the appearance of this discomfort. Notice the shape that it takes up. Is it the shape of a muscle or set of muscles? Is it some sort of blob that doesn't seem to be attached to any one aspect of your body? If it's a sharp pain, then it might have sharp edges too. You can feel exactly where it is. And then visualize this area of discomfort and go ahead and give it a color. Whatever color you've chosen is the right one. And zoom out just a little bit and notice if there are any other spots on your body that are also lit up in this color that you've chosen. This is where you are storing negative emotions. So now what I want you to do might feel a little bit uncomfortable, but it's for a great purpose. Focus in on this discomfort and do whatever you need to do to intensify the feeling. If it takes you to remember a painful moment, then remember the painful moment. If it takes you to just remember how flared up it has been, then take yourself back to the worst it's ever been. Another thing that our brains seem to be able to do is just intensify negativity on command. So take this area that is lit up in that color and intensify it. Make it heavier, sharper, pulsing faster. Make it as negative and as painful as you possibly can. And then, with all of this focus on this negative place, go ahead and give permission for this energy healing activation to reduce it or remove it completely. The way my activations work is I'm going to say breath in. And when I do, you're going to take a nice big deep breath. You're going to hold it. You're going to wait for me to make a loud explosive sound. And then you can exhale. So keep focusing in on this discomfort. Keep that intensity level up all the way through the activation. Breath in. Good. Now take a moment to take one of those big deep breaths and those verbal exhales to relax yourself. This not only helps relax you, but it integrates the healing energy with your own energy field. Now notice the area of discomfort. It may have already begun to subside. It may have already completely subsided. Or you can barely feel it. If it hasn't even started to subside yet, you can give it a little bit more time. But now I want you to go ahead and zoom in, focus in on that area again, and try to intensify it in the same way you just did. Try to make it as strong and as painful as you possibly can. For most of you, you've already noticed that it has greatly diminished. If it still hasn't for you, then feel free to listen to this again and really focus in on this discomfort area. Now with that largely resolved, go ahead and scan your body again. If you feel another area, then feel free to listen to this again. But if you don't, then go ahead now and think about the thing that caused you to click on this video in the first place. Think about that depression, or think about that loneliness that you might be experiencing. And notice what happens. Is it a similar situation? Do you feel that body discomfort again? Maybe you feel it in a different location. Maybe you feel it in the same place and it comes back. But even if that's the case, it probably hasn't come back to the same level that it was before. And that's the beauty of this, is that if it does come back, you can listen to this again, focus in on that area, and watch it disappear. Ultimately, this is a temporary relief for most of you because there's something deeper going on here. There's something, a stored emotion from childhood, a lack of self-love, doubting yourself, shame or regret, or any of the other lower frequency emotions that may be interfering with your ability to enjoy life, or at least enjoy this period of life. If that is the case, then relax. You're not alone. And this healing journey is a long one. It is not an overnight experience. Know that every day allows you the opportunity to work on yourself, to build your own self-awareness, and to treat yourself to thoughts of unconditional love, gratitude, and excitement. By finding things to be excited about, grateful for, and to unconditionally love, you practice the rerouting of your energy from depression and loneliness and shame and fear to these very high frequency emotions. So go ahead right now and think of 2 major things that you are truly grateful for. It can be anything. And when you say those 2 things, if you say them in a practiced way, yes, I'm thankful for my health and for my house. Well, don't just discard that. Really think about it. If you said, I'm thankful for my health, really focus in on what does that allow for? Or how would your life be different if you didn't have that thing that you're grateful for? Really focus in on both of the things that you said. And if you don't already have one, then go ahead and put a big smile on your face when you think of each one. Even if you feel like you're smiling for no reason, that's okay, because you're associating that normal, natural body response with this thing that you're grateful for. And you'll find that it intensifies the feeling. And your brain will make a association between the two. So now look forward to something that you hadn't been looking forward to before. Look forward to getting together with family, even if it can be challenging. Look forward to the solitude that allows for self-reflection or healing. One more of those big deep breaths with the verbal exhale. And let's end this healing session with a big smile on your face.